beautiful Orlando, Florida. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the USC Trojans and the UCF Knights. Restate the statement call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Knights kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Shepard. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. You come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, it wasn't just 4th and short. Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just feeds the running back. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players, physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Knights are rolling down the field. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on 1st down. The quick out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolatelli moving out to the right. Hit as he throws. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder. Just take care of the football here.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Buying a little time to his left. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this defense taking one back to the house? On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. From deep, it's Farmer. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. Snags it and he's open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Knights, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Making the adjustment on the play. 4th down, Sangapolitelli. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Songapolatelli. They're all over him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Songapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. At the 35, he's loose. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Handoff to the single back. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Turns it upfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
2nd and long here. He'll set up to throw. Rush right in his face. Just got rid of that one.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. Touchdown, Trojans. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rid of it on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the ground, it's Shepard. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unloads it left. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Snapped on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Snags it.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Farmer. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. JKS. Look out. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 7 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Mustangs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jaron Kiave Songobolatelli shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Watson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Throwing Songobolatelli. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
2nd down to the air. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out wide right, it's Bowman. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that one.
Makes the catch, and he's free. At the 30, the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know...
He's loose. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Knights.
how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That lead is now 10, down to a two-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Push is ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Working the middle, it's complete. Stopped right there.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it, but if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side is Shepard. Breaks free and he might be gone. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on second down. This time it's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. They're working that left side. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Working that left side. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Knights come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, it's Watson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sargo-Politelli. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their...
He's got it! Touchdown, UCF! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Anderson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Handoff again. Crosses the 45. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. JKS. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long.